Hi everyone, welcome to Slow Stitch Sunday. Hope you're all doing well. So today I'm carrying on with our lovely mindful slow stitching that we started a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, we're into week 3 now. So the first week we just did some simple little stitches on there. Second week we did some I did some more here and some French knots, and today I want to work on this little panel here and then possibly do some stitching around the actual outside of the little piece that we're creating here. But first things first, let's light our little candle, create the scene for a nice mindful stitch. There we go. Move them over there, and then I'll just leave that up over the side out my way there. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're following along doing some stitching. Now I've already gone ahead and just done a simple little running stitch all the way around there, just to tack this one and hold this one down in place, because I want to fill all of this with little fly stitches. Let's hold this up to the camera. Yeah, the little stitches, that's what they're like. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill these. I don't want them in lines or anything, I just kind of want them dotted all around. So you come, if I remember rightly, you come up and you go down, so you're coming like that, but before you pull this tight, you decide how big a loop you're going to do, and you come down. Let's hold this in my hand like this. So we've got a little loop, I'm going to hold that down, and then I'm going to come in probably about there, and then when you pull that, that creates that little V, and then you go very close next to it, a little, to tack it down or to hold it down like that. I call that fly stitch. It almost looks like a heart as well, but yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to fill this with them. So we're going to do that, get our loop, and then decide we're going to come about there, I think, down and hold that in there we go. Very simple to do, so it's another great stitch to have and learn how to do. So we'll have another one here. This one I think I've made quite big, this one. We'll do some smaller ones, I think. Yeah, that one's quite a big one. Shall we do a little one in here? I'm going to come the opposite way with this one, but it doesn't really matter whether you come in from the left or the right. It's creating the loop that you want, and then I'm just trying to see how far down I want to come. I think about there. Yeah, that'll make a nice little one. Pull it in and then just do a stitch down there. So that's a slightly smaller one. I'm going to go here and I want to do a slightly bigger one. Like so. Oh, that's too big a bit, and that just holds that down. That's looking lovely, isn't it? Fill all of this with those lovely stitches. It's going to be really great. So let's have another little one here. Gosh, it's really blustery outside today. Yesterday was raining virtually all day. It just was autumn autumn weather all the way, which I don't mind. I don't mind the autumn weather, because you do get some lovely warm sunny autumn days, but it's that drop in temperature of a night time and then obviously first thing in the morning that you get that I just really like. Okay, that's another little one done. So what have we done? We've done a little, just looking at the rest of the stitches, because I need to decide on what to do on this one, on this stitch. I'm not 100% sure on what I would like to do. We've done a little inspired by the sashiko Japanese stitching, where you just do lots of little stitches across there. We've done some cross stitching across here, and I want to carry on around it with this colour round on this bit, and then this will carry around. It's what to do on here on this one, not sure. Do a nice little one here. And then I want to do one in here. Where's that one? Down there, we go. Yeah, I think that's enough on there. So while I've still got some thread here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up and we're going to attach this down now with some cross stitching, a bit like we did in the red. I'm just going to hold that out of the way while I do this next one. In fact, this next one could probably just have a couple of little stitches up and down it, I think. And then I'm going to do a cross on the end here, like so. And there, and that there. We've got some crosses, some straight stitches and some crosses. And then if we come along here, we'll do another cross. And then I think we'll be about out of thread. So I'm going to come across, come up, and then across. Yeah, that's looking really nice. Okay, I think I'm just going to do some straight stitching now. Just to finish off this little end bit. But I am going to do a cross on this end. So we come down and across. Up there and then across. I might get a couple of little straight stitches in here. Lift that out my way and go down. This white stitch will come out eventually, and we've got everything tacked down. Okay, I think I'm not going to get any more done with this little bit of thread, so we'll do what I normally do and just tuck it under like so, and then we can cut it off. There we go, don't need to keep that bit. So there we go, that's what we've done so far. These lovely little stitches here, and then we've just done some little cross stitching all the way along here. So what I think I'm going to do is the same along here. I think I might just do maybe one cross or something in there. So let's see, what have we got? We're going to need another bit of this red. Oh, I'm going to be coming in the red, aren't we? We're going to need the red. So this is 3 already. So let's carry on with some red. I'm just going to thread my needle. I have to have it closer to me so that I can see what I'm doing. Hopefully the oh, I threaded that one before off camera, so I don't want the whole video to be spent me trying to thread a needle. I don't know whether you guys are the same, but some days it just goes perfectly. Other days I spend ages trying to thread a needle. Oh, this is really bugging me now. I'm just going to snip the end and make sure we've got a nice blunt end. So I think that might be part of the problem. Yes, it was. Look at that, straight in. So we do a little knot. So this is probably way too much thread on here, but I'm thinking I might fill in the rest of this with some red as well. So where shall we start? We'll start under here. So I'm going to hide it and there. That's it. So we won't see the knot. And I think I'm going to come down and do a nice big cross here actually. That'll make a nice little focal point. Yeah, that's nice. Carry on along here. Yeah, I might do a couple on here actually. There we go. So we'll do come in. I want to come in there. And we'll just end up coming down here, so we're not actually going on to the brown yet, just a couple of little stitches there. Yeah, I think that's nice. Now I'm going to come back up here and just do a little stitch across here like this, I think. Just a little running stitch. But I think I'm going to make this a nice cross on here, on this corner. So I'm hoping that will just catch. Yes, look at that. That nice cross there. So let's do a couple of crosses here. So it doesn't matter which way you start them. As you can see, it feels like I'm going backwards with the cross, but it's keeping them in line in like a little square and crossing in the middle that's important. So we'll do that. We'll do a third one, I think, and then we'll do some straight little stitches to finish off. Just keep it this little one. There, and then we do the same. Come up, come up there. So that's that whole little piece stitched down now. Okay, so where else do we want to go? I think I want to come up here. I want to do some stitching along this end, along this bit here. Don't want to pull that too tight. I pulled that bit tight, but that's fine. So what sort of stitching do we want along here? Should we just do a straight little stitch to hold it all in place? Just do a little running stitch. Okay. We can just get one going down there, one tiny little stitch. Oops. And then we can come along the top. I don't think I want to do anything more in this red panel, so that you can still see the lovely leaf print that's in there. I'm going to come down. Okay, so the only other bit is this bit along here, which I'm actually thinking some crossing on here might be quite nice. So what I'm going to do is bring my thread all the way down, making sure that that's not pulled too tight, like so. Do a little stitch. I'm going to hold it up here and do it this way because I don't want to pull that too tight. Okay, so now we can do our crossing. So I feel like I'm getting quite a bit done in the little project. How's your projects going that you're doing? I'm quiet again and I'm concentrating. That happens with the stitching. Okay, well that cross stitch didn't go too well, never mind. So I'm just going to do a little stitch to hold this down. Still can't decide on what to do for the on the brown yet. But I think we're there. So that's all down, and that's down. Off camera I'm going to carry on doing the fly stitching all the way in this here. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're only 23 minutes. Let's cast this off because I think what I want to do is seal the other one in around this edge. Okay. Yeah, I want to carry around here, and this was the orangey thread. I don't think I've got enough on here, so let me grab some more of this. Separate it. I'm only going to use 3 strands. Oh, it was going so well, and now it's all knotted. There we go. Let's see if I can thread this a bit quicker this time. Yes, there we go, that was a little quicker. So this is the same colour that I did the French knots in. And what I want to do is just seal this in, so I'm going to come up inside here. I'm just going to do a simple little running stitch all the way around. So now I did do a little bit of a running stitch here, but that's fine. I'm going to kind of come up in between them if I can. Now that's got that lovely frayed edge there, so what I'm going to do is just come close into there like that. So that just seals that edge now as well. That's all been done, that's been done. So literally it is just this we need to figure out what we're going to do. Let's cast this off. Like that. Don't think I want this one anymore. So that's that colour there. Not got enough to do any more of the fly stitching, so let's see if we can get this. We might get some finish today. I put one of the threads on one of these little plastic cards. I'm gonna have to see if I can draw around and make my own of these out of some card, then I can scan them in. I think my scan and cut has actually got a little like thread card in the template. I just need to scale it right down to be small, because this would be a much better way to store my threads. Okay, make sure we have a nice blunt end. No, I still didn't get it the first time. Come on. Come on, Ginger. Thread your needle. No, it's not doing it. Oh, now we've got that all. Let's try again. Nice blunt end. Pinch it in. Still. Oh, sorry guys, this seems to be taking me forever. I have no idea why. Let me hold it up to my eyes closer, I might be able to see it. Yay, got it. Oh, dropsy. Okay, so to hide it, even though you've tacked this down, I'm just going to come in. There's a little gap obviously between the stitching, and I'm just going to bring that underneath, and we'll start one here. So that's tucked in nicely inside there. Okay, so we're going to go here and here, and then I think we'll come about there. So we're back on the fly stitching now. Have a little fly stitch. Okay. Do you know what I'm actually going to do? That is going to be right where I want it. It doesn't matter anymore because we are... I can leave that one in. There, that's all secured down anyway, so I'm just going to cut that because I want to come slightly lower down and oh, pull it tight and do one. So it helps with this, for me anyway, doing this fly stitch, because you want to do your loop, those two in line and then come up further down. It helps that this material has got lines across it. I think if I didn't have the lines across it, these wouldn't be quite as neat as they're turning out. There, it's looking good, looking good. It's feeling really, really nice. These feel slightly rough, but over here this feels quite soft. So yeah, it's definitely is a tactile project. What do we do on here? What do we do? I'm gonna have a little look at my saved things on Pinterest that show you all the names of them all, to see what one we could do in here to finish it off. But I think this is coming along really, really nicely. Yeah, I don't want to do anything more in this square, and I don't want to do anything more around here. This one's all going to be filled in, but I'd like to do something in here. I'm not quite sure what yet, but I was hoping, let's have a look how we're doing on time, 36 minutes. Yeah, I was hoping to get this virtually finished so that next week we could start a different slow stitch project. So let's carry on with some of these, some more of these. And then I'll have a think as to what I can do for the next one. Yeah. Just thinking what I can do. I haven't done a chain stitch. That's quite a good stitch to do. I haven't done blanket stitch, but I don't really think blanket stitch I tend to do along the edge of things, and because this has lots of frayed elements to it, I don't want to go around the edge with that, so perhaps a little chain stitch all the way around there would be quite nice. Those ones are a bit close together, but that's fine. It's filling it in really nicely, isn't it? That's giving it a really nice, fun. Maybe we could do the chain stitch, but carry on round like that, like we did with those, but a chain stitch. I'm just going to pull that one out to the back. That's in my way. Okay. we might just have enough to do this. I need to do that come. Oh, what's happened there? It's got looped around it and it's pulled it through. We don't want that. There, let's pull that back through. Alright, I've got just enough, I think, on here to do one last little fly stitch. And then I'm going to need new thread. Okay, so there we go. That's what we've managed to get done this week. I'm going to get this finished, I think, because I want to start a new project. With autumn coming up, I would like to do some that have different images and things like that on there. So I hope this shows you another stitch that you can use. Chain stitch and the blanket stitch, we'll incorporate those in our next project. I'm going to get this finished off here as well, and then this white thread that's really annoying me now can come out, and I will show you next week the finished product. So I hope you've enjoyed today's slow stitching and stitching along with me, and I will see you in my next video. Happy crafting, everyone. Take care. Bye.